Hello all, Onigato here, and I'm back. And I want to go ahead and play a little bit of Timberborn. I'm playing on the experimental 1.1. I kind of wanted to try out the new features for water control. Played several games before and got Iron Teeth unlocked, and I think I'm going to go with Oasis. It's always a fun map. Just do it on normal for now. All right. Play. All right. So, trying to refamiliarize myself with this map. Got some berries over there, which are going to be important because of folk tails or iron teeth. How about you remember which faction you're playing as, Oni? All right. My first course of business is always to lock down this patch here so it doesn't keep growing out of control. And lock down this patch over here so it doesn't do the same. Okay. Let's see if there's any interesting new crops. Kohlrabies, of course. That's pretty standard. Cassava, soy, canola, corn, eggplant. Okay, so no new crops. Trees. I'll have to do a little coffee here shortly. Mangroves. Okay, those are going to be useful. Succulents. Okay, so everything that's new and special in here is in here. Tubeways. Airlocks, right. Airlocks are one of the big ones. Okay, that's going to be useful. Floodgates, the fill valve, and the throttling valve. Some high-end stuff. Okay, nothing in storage, district management, housing. Okay. Well, thinking of that, let's go ahead and get some more roads, some paths down. There we go. First thing is generally water. Let's go wood, lumberjack flag. There we are. And I'll make these. These are always highest priority. There we go. Okay. Cut the trees. Okay. Let's go ahead and mark all of these for cutting. I'll go through and clear out so that only half of them are set up for cutting here in a moment. All right. Checkerboard patterns, make sure that I have some trees left over at the end of the season, at the end of the harvesting anyways. And I want to need some berries. I need to get actual farms going here very quickly, but for now, berry gatherers. Make sure this is set up to 4 workers and slightly under necessary. I like to use that as a buffer, basically. There we go. Okay, and then we can kind of let things start. All right, where do I want to get my first farmhouse going? I think right there. And then an initial swarm of kohlrabi. Make sure that actually reaches there. It does. Okay, good. Let's see, 2 workers, that's good. Workplace, slightly higher. Assignment. There we go. Okay, got my lumberjacks going. Why are you sitting on your duff? Because we don't have any wood yet. Okay. Alright. First little bit, always a little bit slow. I don't like the way that looks. It's going to drive me batty. Mark resource for deletion. It's an empty one anyways. Doesn't matter. We'll just delete these buildings. This road here. They're gathering wood slowly. Theoretically, I could allocate a third lumberjack on, but it's not super efficient to do so. Delete all those. Now, and then we'll move the berry gatherers there and there. Then we'll turn these off until we've got some place to store some more berries. Okay. Got 8 logs out of 12. He's carrying 2 logs. All right. Should be completed here in just a moment, and everybody's going to be thirsty. Of course they are. I already know that this seep is going to start doing bad water eventually. That's just kind of a given. So one of the things I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to build protections against the bad water right on top of the seep. I need to get power up to this aquifer, which will allow me to hydrate all of this. This will need to be blocked off because I know for a fact there's some bad water that's going to be coming up somewhere over here. Is that it right there? Yeah, there it is. Bad water source. Annoying. Plus, during a bad tide, these trains can kick off, which is rough. This bad tide, bad water source doesn't really affect me too much. I'll have to do something with it eventually. Especially if I want to start... This would be a great place for a mega dam area. Maybe. If I can get water to flow down here on a regular basis, that'd be great. Because this patch is good, but it's not enough. All right, and they got the pump ready. Good. All right, we got Vubal in there, and he's going to be producing water. I could up the amount of time, but not worth it yet. Let's see. Next thing that I really need is some storage. And I think I'm just going to do those right there. This one will hold berries. This one will hold kohlrabis. Oh, where are they? Kohlrabis. There we are. Oops. Alright. First night's complete. Wakey wakey. I think I'll put some breeding pods back here, and then maybe a grindstone and some medical tents right along there. I need to get more resources in first. And these berries are not going to last very long. Okay, we'll take the construction site down to normal. We do have somebody bringing in water. It's not much water, but it's a start. Which does mean that I also need to get some water storage going. Let's see, that one's water. Copy, and then copy that one and paste it there. Yes? Okay, good, it worked. Huzzah. That one will be at standard, and these two will be slightly lower. Okay. Let's kick it up to high gear. We need wood. More than anything, really, we need wood. And the reason why I did the checkerboard pattern is these trees won't be cut, but if they get to full size, they have a chance every period of time, I'm not exactly sure how long the period of time is, to spawn a new tree in one of the neighboring tiles. Okay, we did not get enough water in. That's not great. Okay, we got enough logs, that's good. There we go. Alright, and we're starting to get farming in. Okay, slightly raised here. Okay. Alright, farmers are just getting their thing done. That's good. We'll have them prioritize planting just because it's important right now. Okay. Do we have enough water? I think we have enough water to last the night. Looks like we might. Yes, we have enough water. Okay, good. Sufficient water is a good thing to have. Lack of housing is not great, but it's not as important. Okay, you guys aren't doing anything for a while. Technically, the Builders Guild isn't doing anything either, but that's just because I'm waiting for materials to come in. Oh, you guys don't have anything left to do. Okay. Well, let's do this then. I need more wood. And that's all there really is to it. Let's go to there. Yes. Okay. Construction site. Top priority. Workplace slightly above. There we go. That's nighttime again. The good news is the food situation is resolved. We will have kohlrabis in about a day and a half. They won't be perfect, but they'll be something. I won't have storage for them, but again, that's going to be fine. Should be fine. My pumpers can keep ahead of things. That would be really helpful. Okay, new beaver just grew up. Okay, good. Bringing in wood, which is the next big priority. And we've got water storage. Good. Okay, it says I have 30 storage capacity, but obviously that's not entirely accurate because each of these holds 15. I've got about 2 or 3 days worth of water at least. See, each beaver takes 2.5 days. Okay. And we got kohlrabies. Okay. Farmhouse. Let's get them on. And now we prioritize harvesting. Because that's not very many berries left. Yeah. Alright. Eventually, once I have a forester, I'll be able to do much better harvesting of the wood and of everything else, but that's going to take a minute. I don't yet have wood stored. Yeah, it's going to be a bit. There we go. Okay, I have one unemployed beaver. That's not terrible. Let's see. You have some berries in you. You have some berries in you. Okay. Should have... Interesting. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and destroy these two. They'll just move the berries over so they can actually access them. There we go. Okay. And I have kohlrabies coming in. That's good. In fact, I have enough kohlrabies. I want to switch them back over to planting. You guys doing anything? Yes, you actually have wood stored. Yay! Okay, okay. All right. Let's go back down to normal speed. It's been a week already. But water situation resolved. Food situation resolved. Next up, breeding pods. Need at least one of those. Nope, that's under housing, isn't it? Yes. There we go. And I'm actually going to go straight for 2. And yes, eventually I'm going to clear that out and put a road in so that they can get to that. All right. We'll get the breeding pods in. What's the next item on my list? Housing would be really nice to have. Let's see. Proper housing. Not a fan of the barracks, but I don't have any way of doing anything else. 40 logs. That's a lot just for a single barracks, and I need 2 just to be able to do it. 70 logs for 16 sleepers, but that also... Well, I can always just throw an inventor down. There we go. Once it's actually a workplace, I'll go ahead and give it just a little bit more priority. I do want the beavers working there, unless things have gone really dire. And it only costs 12 logs to get an adventure going. So, okay. Let's take a look at this real quick. Yeah, I see a bunch of trees that are growing, but have not yet grown. Forester is definitely one of the things that I want to grab as quickly as I can. Well, those are ready to harvest. Let's go ahead and turn that one back on since we have a beaver that's sitting around doing nothing. Actually, we can turn them both on because I know I've got beavers in my construction guild that aren't doing anything right now, so that's good. Once I've got stairs, I can get up to there. Let's see. And I can get up to there. And eventually I'll be able to get up to there. I'm thinking... Actually, let's see. Well, if I dam this off right about there, that'll give me some really good access to the like swimming pools and stuff like that right along here. I can put housing up on here, although this will turn into prime farmlands if I flood it all the way up. I could build some sort of a mega dam type structure, close this off, and then just build a dam across here, or just build it over here, I guess, so it wouldn't drain down. Let's trace this back. I think there's some, yeah, bad water over there, so I'll have to deal with the fact that there is bad water before I get this too far built out, because otherwise it'll be contaminated, and that's no good at all. Okay. Still have plenty of food, that's good. Got plenty of water, that's good. Just waiting on more trees to grow in, I guess. So let's go ahead and fast forward again. Alright. Looks like the inventor's up and running, and both breeding pods are running now. So we should be getting more beavers, hopefully before these ones die off. Because that would be very bad if they did, because I don't have a whole lot of spares. Alright. And we are just kind of sitting around doing nothing, waiting for more trees to grow in. But at the same time, I'm not really waiting for much. Let's see. I can start working on an industrial zone up here. I think I can do that. Let's see, power and geothermal engine. Yes, okay, I can do that. That's not a problem. Let's go with a large industrial pile. And we're going to store logs. Okay. And we got better storage for all the logs. Good. Still not enough to even build one housing unit. And what do I need for a forester? I need 30 research? Well, that's not that far away. Okay. But that needs planks. Well, that means I need a lumber mill. Okay. Well, let's get a lumber mill in. And we're going to have to do a power wheel, I guess, for now. Oh, and we lost a beaver. Vubble died. No, not Vubble. Vubble, I barely knew thee. Okay, we're just going to clear all this out. Because I need the plank, I need the wood in order to be able to get planks, and then planks in order to be able to get the forester, which I can now actually unlock. Give me that. Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right. That's a start. Let's take a look here. I know I'm going to want floodgates of some sort around this. So if I go ahead and lay down some preliminary roadway there, just get everything ready for it. We could do it on this side, but actually, looking at that, I think I will do it on that side instead. Clear that and that. Okay, we are short by 5 beavers, which means that we are... Okay, I'm going to pause this. And I'm going to pause one of these. Reduce that down to 1 worker. Go ahead and pause it anyways, it doesn't matter. Okay. Yep, and we just got some new births. That's great. Now I just gotta wait for them to grow up, which is going to be... what is it? 5 days? Not brilliant, but not awful. And we got a drought approaching. Okay, that's not end of the world. This bubble here, this tank has a huge amount of water built into it, and we got 90 units of water stored capacity right there, plus another, 30 there, so 120 overall capacity. That's not bad, especially considering we only have 14 beavers total. Each beaver drinks 2 drinks per day. Okay. There we go. And I am just completely out of workers. Let's go. Trim that down. That's already trimmed down. That's trimmed down. They're not keeping up with the kohlrabis as it is. Okay, we'll switch them over to harvest. Primarily harvest. There we go. And I'm getting planks. That's a start. Okay. Once that tree grows up, I'll put my forester right there, because that'll cover a good chunk of this territory. All right. And we're very nearly at the point where I can get the large barrack. Oh, no, I'm not. It's 70 logs, 400 science. That's a minute out. All right. Well, you know what I could do? I could do some well-being. Let's see. Everybody loves a campfire, right? Although, do I want to... Do I want to wait on that? Go ahead and delete that one. Go ahead and delete that one as well. I think I know what I want to do here. Nope, nope. Yes, I do want to do that. Okay. Pause this for a moment. Clear that back. Clear back to 3. Okay, and then storage. Small warehouse here, here. Oh, need that path still be there because I don't actually have the stairs yet. Stairs there, warehouse on top of this one. Figure out how I want to get to that later on. Right now it doesn't matter. Keep it from screaming at me. There we go. What am I going to store in here? I will store, you know what? Berries. I still need those berries, so it's kind of important. Because unlike with the folk tales, I actually need the berries in order to be able to survive. There we go. Okay. Highest priority, but construction-wise. Yeah, there we go. Of course, I don't think there's anybody even in the construction team, so... There we go. How long you got? You're halfway there. 6 days. And now we see just how well I do on a drought. Okay. How long is it going to be? 2 days? Oh, that's nothing. Okay, we're generally okay. Let me see. Don't have enough workers, really. But I'm going to go ahead and clear out. No, not that side. This side. I think. Yeah. Clear it out there just so the doors are next to each other instead of further away. It's purely an aesthetics thing. Okay. Why are you sitting? Oh, because you're full up. All right. I don't have any place to store. Can I even store the planks in here? Yes, I can. Okay. So I do want another one of these here. I don't have anybody who can build, so for right now, pause all of you. I want to switch back to planting again. Okay. And the drought's over. Okay. All right. So we survived the first drought. Got a bad water source about to kick off, but that should be okay. Yeah, it's this one here. That's going to flow down into here, and then from there, backwash up into here, but not any further than that. And then downstream into, where does that go? Down and off the map. Okay. So that's going to be fine. I've got 6 more days until that one becomes available. So I'll chop that down and then I'll be able to get into that area. We're clearing out some of this forest here. I'll replant most of it with oak once I have my forester in, which I will be able to build the forester. Yes, absolutely will be able to build the forester, which will give me the ability to, get a bunch of other things down. Permanent sources of wood. I'll be able to boost the berry production over here. Actually, I can just schedule that up, can't I? They'll grow in on their own, but this is just faster. All right. I'll catch you all next time.